Hey guys, hello everyone. As always, it's Vladislav Stishenko with you, and this is the first video of the new year. Let's hope it won't be the last. So, in the first part of the video, I'll share my thoughts on the market and my expectations for 2026 in general. In the second part of the video, I'll give you 10 coins that I strongly recommend you definitely keep in your portfolio. The video, as always, will be interesting, positive and useful right now. Smash a big fat like in advance and let's get started. So guys, I wish I could say that since our last meeting that long-awaited alt season has finally arrived. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we'll figure that out today. So far it hasn't happened in the cryptocurrency market, but rather in the S&P 500. The Dow Jones index is at its highs. Precious metals are surging, everything's taking off there. But the crypto market seems to be on pause, as if someone's holding down a spring. We're waiting, and then boom, hopefully everything will take off. Well, at least those are the crypto community's wet dreams. So friends, as we know, it's a fine line from hate to love, or for example, from disappointment. It's just one step from euphoria, just one pump away. So what are we expecting in 2026? Let me remind you that they are supposed to start aggressively lowering the interest rate, and in fact Trump is actively working on this right now. They've already initiated a criminal case against the head of the Fed, Jerome Powell, supposedly wanting to get him out of there. And Trump has been openly speaking very unfavorably about him in public. Jerome is defending himself, saying that this is some kind of political persecution. In general, in my opinion, Jerome doesn't have much time left, and soon Trump will get his way. He will push for aggressive interest rate cuts and the money printing will go into full swing. Also, in 2026, we expect the adoption of the Genius Act, and accordingly, the best marketing for it. We've already discussed that this is the very coveted alt season. And lastly, how much lower can these alts even go? Beyond that, it's basically scam territory. In short, I haven't lost hope in the crypto market. And I think that very soon, Donald Trump will make crypto great and fun again. So guys, while some are losing faith in crypto and moving to the stock market, or some tech people are saying that crypto is a scam or that the bear market has started. As for me, I keep buying up the projects that I consider promising. And today, I've picked out 10 coins for you. These are part of my portfolio that I definitely recommend holding in 2026. Ready? Let's go. So the first 3 coins are from the blockchain sector. Ton. I haven't recommended or mentioned it for a while because basically the coin had already grown a lot from our original entry point. So to speak, it had multiplied. And there was no point in buying more. But today, with the overall market correction, Ton has once again returned to the levels at which we previously bought it, below $2. And in my opinion, this is a good price to start building a position again. Or, accordingly, to buy more. Behind the Ton coin stands the massive Telegram ecosystem with billions in revenue. Its market capitalization is lower, unlike coins like Monero, Sui and other nonsense which don't even come close to generating such profits. So my expectations for Ton are at least a 10 times increase from the current price. As they say, Pavel Durov, do not let us down. The second coin is called EPOS. Let me remind you, we've already made profits with it several times. X, and when there were X values, it was around $18 and it seemed like the price would never drop below $2. It seemed unreal, but considering the market just recently, the path for Aptos to reach $1.50 was opened. That's exactly where I accumulated my main position, and now I hope that soon this phoenix will rise from the ashes and soar at least to its previous highs and maybe even higher. And the third blockchain dinosaur is of course DOT. Basically, there are 2 equivalent coins. In my opinion, they should be held in roughly equal amounts in a portfolio. Those are DOT and Atom. But recently DOT has dropped a bit more, so I decided to mention it in this video. This is an old, ancient blockchain that is constantly being developed, with a strong team and significant capital. Well, I think the time for this coin will come soon as well. So, moving on to the next direction. What is it? Well, of course, it's meme coins. How could we go without them? With them, we've repeatedly made X's Floki, and not only that, Pepe did more than 20x, Ladies did 10x, and Jaipo was one of last year's winners with about 7x. So there have definitely been some wins. But of course, the risks here are significantly higher. Not all coins lived up to our expectations. Take Ladies for example, it did 10 times but then dropped the other way by -3 times from its high. And now it's trading at -3 times from our original entry point. So anyone who didn't lock in their profits didn't get that extra return. That's the kind of risk you face here. So if we see profits coming our way, we shouldn't forget to lock them in. So the first meme coin that hasn't lived up to our expectations so far is Sandog, the flagship meme on the Tron blockchain. Let me remind you, it did a 3x and after that Sandog started to decline. And now Ryby is trading around 1 cent since I accumulated most of my position at that price. So now I'm just waiting for Sandog to finally wake up. By the way, just recently, some information appeared on Justin's Twitter about Tron memes. Maybe Justin is hinting to us that the meme season on the Tron blockchain is about to start. Maybe something else will happen. Let's hope Sandog will somehow react to this news, to this kind of thing soon. Turmi Masic is top-notch for learning without K. It's called Vina. We've already made X on it together, and there was about 5x profit with a plus. And now, in turn, it has corrected back to our entry point. Just recently, this coin got a ST label, which means a potential delisting from Bybit. But in turn, Vina negotiated with Bybit, and they removed this label, which is a rare occurrence on this exchange. So let's hope for the best. Vina won't let us down, and at the very least will return to the levels where we previously took profits. Before this. 3. Memasik is on the SU blockchain, and this is definitely a hype project. For me, it's the top pick in this sector for 2025, because it gave us about 7 times returns, after which it quickly corrected back to our entry point. By the way, the correction was about 80% in just 1 day. Overall, this once again proves that when you get such X's and such super profits, it doesn't hurt to protect them. As usual, I secured my gains and then re-entered the same position I had before. Well, I hope Hippo will repeat its success in 2026. So, Hippopotamus, don't let us down, for Mastic. For today, that's where Elon is. He's focused on Ethereum, which also delighted us with its X's, but now it's trading, and you all guessed it right. Of course, more or less, there are no records. And so I strengthened my position in it, but I hope that soon it will repeat its success and the community will actively stir things up. In this coin, or rather in this sector of coins, I will mention different ones in this video. So the first coin is Apex, one of last year's winners, which brought us more than 10 times returns. As of today, Apex has corrected to below 40 cents, and in my opinion, that's a decent price to start building a position again. Personally, I bought some and plan to buy more. If it drops closer to 20 cents, I'll sell some more of my XRP or rebalance into Apex, and in turn, I'll be waiting again for it to go above $2. Let me remind you, Apex is backed by the Bybit exchange, which has already officially confirmed that this is their DEX, and they will be managing it. Apex has announced that they will regularly buy back tokens using the platform's profits, and as far as I know at the moment, these profits have been held back recently. They're simply not releasing them onto the market, onto Kraken, because the conditions are unfavorable right now. But when in turn the market conditions become favorable, I think Apex will delight us with some big gains. The second coin is my favorite L2 project at the moment in terms of the amount of money invested, Starknet, which in turn can be called the unfulfilled hope of every other crypto enthusiast who bought the token above $1. By the way, I was among them, but fortunately, it wasn't a large amount, and little by little, step by step, I averaged down to where I am today. Most of my position I accumulated now, below 10 cents, and I hope that Starknet, where else can it fall? It's time for it to start growing. Anything lower would just be a scam, so at least let it bounce back to the $1 mark, but for now, I'll just wait. In reality, there are major funds backing this project, unless they've just decided to blatantly rug pull Starknet. I think this project has a future. The third coin is called Toki. Simply put, it's a platform for asset tokenization, and the key point is that the Floki team is behind this coin. It's not just rumors, they officially state this themselves. But we've already made X with Floki, and let's hope that with this token X won't pass us by either. At the moment, only 10% of the Toki coin is in circulation, while 90% is locked. I assume that most of these coins are held by the admins. But considering how skillfully they manage the Floki meme coin, I hope they'll do the same with the Toki coin, so I personally bought in and have increased my position. Let's hope that soon there will be XX. To sum up, last year was really tough for most people in crypto. Coins dropped in value, people got wiped out on October 10th, there was all sorts of chaos, but thankfully we had a couple of wins. For example, Apex did more than 10x and Hype did 7x, among others. One way or another, we managed to earn something or balance out profits by moving into other coins that had dropped. Over the past year, I managed to accumulate a larger amount of coins from different projects. I think in the near or medium term, this will allow me to earn even more. But if you're into crypto and hoping that the season will finally knock on our door soon, looking at the market today, I realize it's not just regular people. Some investors are leaving the crypto market. Even bloggers and influencers who are earning less now are selling less. Some are doing trainings, or in turn, affiliate earnings are dropping. People are moving to the stock market or even changing their field entirely. They say the bear market has arrived, that crypto is a scam, but again, that's just one position. Personally, I have a different opinion. That's the view I stick to. I think that very soon we'll see that long-awaited growth and those surviving dinosaurs will make their X's. And that's exactly what I wish for each of you. So guys, leave your feedback in the comments. How did you like this video and was it useful for you? Write what you think about the coins I mentioned. Do you see them as promising, the kind that will bring those X's? Or do you think they're scams and worthless? I'm really interested to hear your opinions. If you liked the video or found it useful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. There are links in the description to my useful Telegram channel. You definitely need to be there. Thank you all so much. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Hugs. Take care. Bye.